Okay, this is the Ogre from MattOgre.com and WeTheArm.com, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite guns in the whole case. This guy right here. The 40 cal. This is the FNP40. There, make sure we're empty. Okay, take a look at this guy. Kind of a plain vanilla looking gun, you know, nothing all that special as far as cosmetics goes. But what you have here is just a really well built 40 cal pistol. 14 round mags, and you get 3 mags with the gun instead of just the traditional 2, or you know, if you're Kimber, just 1. But 3 14 round mags. The gun is just about one of the best, highest quality guns on the market. It really is. To take it apart, it's real simple. Just like a Sig Sauer, you lock it back, clear the weapon, drop a lever, and it just slides right off. Unlike a lot of polymer frame guns, the FNP series has a longer slide rail, which is really good. You got your typical abbreviated rails in the back, but that longer rail gives it a lot of stability. Real simple trigger mechanism back here. Let's see if we can get a good view of that. You've got 2 little plates here, and when you pull the trigger, they both come up and the hammer is able to go all the way forward. When you decock it, watch, one plate goes up, which trips the hammer, but the other plate, it hits a stop notch where it's able to catch it without firing. So it's a real good, simple, robust mechanism that works really well and easy to clean. Since it's up top and not hidden, you know, you're able to take an old toothbrush with a little bit of powder solvent, a little bit of Impro 7 or some Hoppy number 9, and you know, clean that out really good, then put the oil right there where it needs to be, and that's a good thing. And just simple. I just love that. You've got a captive recoil spring, which is nice there, and that's pretty much an industry standard now. And here, one of the most impressive things, you know, when you're looking at a gun, you look at the slide and how well that's made, and you see a lot of the effort that they put into the cosmetics of the gun. What most guys, they don't look at though, is the inside of the slide, the internal machining here. This is where the quality control really affects the gun, how it functions, how it's made, and you know, how reliable it's going to be. But if you look in here, if you look at the rails, it's very smooth. There's no burrs, there's no machining marks in there. That's how clean that they've made that. And down here in the top, where you know it's more sloppy, you can only barely just see some machine marks down in there, just barely. I mean, they're not even there on most guns. Real clean machining, shows a lot of attention to detail on the quality control and on just how careful they're making the gun. You've got a really good bevel down here and in here, which means the cases are going to eject out real clean. The extractor has got a nice bevel on that, so it's going to feed without binding. The barrel, you can see that the barrel is made with just some top-notch machining going on here. That is a very, very well made setup, and the way it goes together, solid. There's only a tiny little bit of play in there, but yet it functions, locks and dislocks there really easily. Boom, just like that. To reassemble, lock that back, push that lever down, and there you go. You can carry it locked and cocked. You can go and decock it. What I like to do on this is just run it like a SIG. My first shot's going to be double action. I'm going to throw this out there like that, bang. The weapon's going to cycle, I'm going to come back on the reset, which is a nice short reset, fire again. Gun's going to cycle and say, okay, I'm done shooting. I'm going to get my finger out of the trigger well. I'm going to decock it, and then I can reholster. One of the best made guns in the case, and it's also got a real reasonable price. We're selling them at Basin Sports, $4.99, and $499.88. 3 mags. That's a lot of gun for the money. The only thing that I'd do to the gun for serious use is I'd replace those sights with some tritium night sights. That is all I'd do. The FNP40 from FNP40. Gotta love it. Great weapon. Cheers. One more thing I wanted to say about it is you've got interchangeable back straps, so you can put on the rounded one or a more flatter one to see which one fits your hand better. Now, I did a review on a compact FNP and 9mm for concealed carry magazine, and during the process of that review I ran about 500 or so rounds, 500 more like 520 rounds through that gun, and when FN wanted it back I said no and I sent them a check instead. The gun was exceptionally accurate and it never jammed through that whole 520 round run. So basinsports.com, send us an email and we'll send you an FNP40. Cheers.